everyone, my name is Janean and I'm a naturalist with Summit Metro Parks, and today with me is a very special guest. We have Lisa Meranti from OneTreeLove, and she's going to be leading us through some mindfulness activities. So after this video, if you would like to learn more about Lisa or see some of her other content, please visit OneTreeLove.com, and there is a link in the video description. So with that, let's get started.
Now that we've taken some time to look at the tree bark, we can think about how this tree bark is like their signature. It's the thing that makes each tree unique and special from each other. We're going to turn that now to think about ourselves and think about what are the things that make you special and unique. If you've got that piece of paper or a writing utensil handy, I want you to start to make a list of all of the words that would describe you and how you are unique and special. So maybe it's something that someone in your family or a friend has said about you. I'll give you one example for me. A lot of people say that I have a very unique laugh. So I'm going to put laugh or laughter, laughing, whatever way I want to express that on my page. And so take just a few rounds of breath to begin to make a list of all the words that you would use to describe yourself of how you are special and unique. If you're having trouble thinking of some, maybe find that breath. Just take a moment to do a little mental break, a brain break. Take some breathing, maybe look around, and just see what comes to mind as to the ways in which you are special and unique, and a word that would describe you. All right, if you need a little bit more time, then go ahead and take it, but then begin to look at your list. So I have my list here of things that would describe me, of how I might be unique, and maybe somebody else around you would say the same thing about you. So I have for me laughing, loving, interested in nature, fun, and playful. Do you have any that match my list? All right, so take a moment to look at your list, and I want you to pick just one. Remember, we're working on mindfulness, paying close attention to one thing. So we want to go back to thinking about one word that might describe us. And for fun, I think I'm going to choose one of the words that begins with the same letter of my name. So L. So go ahead and take some time to choose any word that's on your list. I'm going to choose laughing. So I am laughing Lisa. Now, do you have that toilet paper roll handy? If not, I can sit and breathe and wait for you to grab that toilet paper roll. And then, on our toilet paper roll, you see it looks kind of like maybe the trunk of the tree. We're going to write our special word. So mine was laughing. So then I'm going to write my name, Lisa. So I'm laughing Lisa. Because we were talking about bark and patterns and how it repeats itself, I'm going to invite you to repeat putting your word and your name all the way around your tree trunk so that we are creating our special bark here. Maybe you want to write it so big because that's the pattern of your bark. Maybe you write it small, but see if you can make it be a true pattern where it repeats. So it's more or less similar size letters until we get all the way around our tree trunk. So what do you think? We got laughing Lisa all the way around, showing my special bark. So each of us are certainly special. Just like each of these trees, or the birds that you may hear, or the insects that you may see, they're all special, they're all unique. So we're going to take some time to really let that soak in. We're going to come back to a few yoga postures to help us settle and relax a little bit. So let your legs be out long. You can place your tree trunk so that you can see it and remind yourself how special and unique you are. And just do a little bit of rolling of the legs, maybe a little shake out. And then we're going to take one foot, either foot, and we're going to bring it up into the straight leg. Now, does this look like a similar shape pose? If you thought tree pose, you're right. So we did this standing. We're now going to do it sitting down. But maybe your foot was low before, and perhaps now your pattern's a little different. You can let that foot be a little higher. So when you get there, take an inhale, sweep those arms up, maybe look up, and then exhale, start to fold forward. Let your heart, remember what it's called in the tree? Heartwood. Let your heart fold down. And then take a moment maybe to inhale and breathe and come up a little, and then exhale, fold down. One more time. See what it feels like to come up a little on your breath, and then exhale, fold down your leg. This time, inhale, sweep the arms all the way back up. Exhale your hands back down to your heart. Stretch both legs out and then give them a little shake, a little shimmy side to side. And we're going to find that on the other side. Remember, we talked about symmetry. So symmetry is when one side and the other side match. They like mirror each other. And if I could, I can show you this book. So symmetry means that there's a mirror image on one side and the other side. So let's see if we can do that. And I have a trick for you though, or a secret I should say. One side may not be the same as the other. Let's see where you are, and then inhale, sweep your hands overhead. Exhale, let that heart fold down. And then find that breath in, come up a little bit. And then exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, feel yourself puff up. And then exhale, ground down. Inhale lets us come up all the way this time. Sweep the hands up. Exhale, hands to the heart and both legs long. Bring your hand right behind you and let your feet come onto the ground, and then just do a little swish side to side. And then when you're ready, we're going to lower all the way to the ground, letting our backs rest, but our feet stay the same way. And I'm going to turn this way just so you can see me a little bit better. As I come down, my feet stay on the ground, and then I continue that movement of my feet side to side. Let the knees go in one direction and then the other. And then when you are ready to let your knees go all the way on one side, go ahead and find that. Bring your hands either to your heart or straight out to your side. And then we'll take a look up to the sky, or perhaps you want to look away from your knees and find a nice big breath in and a big breath out. Another breath in and a breath out. This time, inhale your knees up to the sky and then shift them to the other side. Again, head can look up or away from your knees. And take a moment to listen to your breath, sounds around you. Feel the pattern as we slow things down and come prepared for rest. And then knees come back up on the inhale. And send both legs long onto your mat. Your hands can come back to your heart. And just take a moment to notice yourself breathing in and your heart lifting up to the sky. And then your heart settling down as you breathe out and sinking into the ground a little bit more. Now you might want to take those hands alongside of your body. And then we're just going to pause here for a few rounds of breath to feel ourselves still for a moment, yet still moving with our breath. And we'll feel and notice that our minds might be still in one place. Maybe there's a word, like the word you wrote on your tree bark. Or maybe there's a special sound around you that you want to listen to for a few rounds of breath. See what one thing you can let your mind rest on as we breathe and rest together in our final pose, our resting pose. Your mind bounces around and your body wiggles around some. That's okay. See if you can come back to thinking about one thing. Maybe that one thing is feeling your back body resting on the earth, getting heavier as you breathe out. As we feel our back body heavy on the earth, we send some thanks and gratitude to the earth for all that it provides. And then I invite you to notice the front of your body. And notice that when you breathe in, it lifts to the sky. Sending our gratitude upwards to the sky, to all things above us and surrounding us. And then when you're ready, begin to find little movements of your body, your fingers and your toes. Maybe your wrists make circles. Perhaps your ankles do too. And then when you're ready, we're going to curl into an acorn pose on our back. So let our knees hug in, curl up like a little acorn or a little seed, a nut from a tree. And then begin to rock from side to side until you slowly roll to one side and pause with the bottom arm as a pillow. And then press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Hands to our heart. And we can send some thanks to all of the trees that inspired us today, for the ways that we can be like trees, to keep growing, to stay grounded, to bend but not break, and to enjoy our own special, unique nature. So thank you so much for joining me for this special yoga practice here in Furnace Run, part of the Summit Metro Parks. And so to end our time together, we use a special word in yoga. And that word is Namaste. And it means that I see the goodness in you as you see it in me. So together we will say Namaste. So thank you all for being your special, unique selves, and let your little toilet paper roll be a reminder of just how special and unique you are. See you next time.
Thank you again so much for joining myself and Lisa Meranti from OneTreeLove. I hope that you learned some things about mindfulness and yoga, and join us again for some of our other educational content through Summit Metro Parks.